Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Chris.
Hello.
Hi, Karen. How
Hiya.
are you?
Hi, Pamela.
Hello there. So, this is my brother and his beautiful
Hi.
wife, and they've agreed to host me from the UK for some of my Conscious Parents, Conscious Kids classes. And how long have you been doing Access Consciousness, guys?
I've been doing Access now for 2 years.
2 years.
2 years. I am
Karen?
a facilitator.
I do it now for a little,
A year?
yeah, nearly a year.
Nearly a year.
Okay. And you're both bars facilitators?
We are, yes.
Yeah, cool. And not everyone who's done a lot of Access Consciousness, not everyone knows too much about Conscious Parents, Conscious Kids.
No.
So for me, this is my speciality. And I've been doing Conscious Parents, Conscious Kids probably for 5 years or more now. And I'll just give you a little 2 minutes about how I got into it. So my background is actually child and adolescent mental health. And when I came across the tools of Access Consciousness, I realized how applying the tools created so much more ease for parents when I worked with them. So I very quickly decided to become a Conscious Parents, Conscious Kids facilitator. And I facilitate intro classes, 1-day classes, and 2-day classes around the world. And Chris, when you became an Access Bars facilitator, I was very excited. And I'm thrilled that you've agreed to host these classes for me, but you do have some questions for me.
Yeah.
So
First
shoot.
question is how long were you a child mental nurse? Or whatever
Nurse.
it was
I might give my age away.
Yeah.
So I was a child and adolescent mental health nurse for 20 years.
Wow.
And then I was a perinatal mental health nurse and worked with mums and newborns, babies, for about 10 years. So I've worked with families in hospital settings in the community for a long, long time. Yeah.
Okay. And what's different between what you did before and what Access does for people?
Yeah. Well, this is interesting because the way I worked before, it wasn't wrong, and it can be effective. What I found, though, is adding the tools of Access Consciousness is not about, it's not about control. It's not about behavior management, which was what a lot of my work as a nurse was about, managing behavior. And often it was about managing behavior to fulfill some goal that the parent had about making sure that they weren't judged as a parent. So Conscious Parents, Conscious Kids is very much about getting out of judgment of you as a parent and looking at different ways to be with your child that doesn't necessarily mean controlling them. But it also doesn't mean being a permissive parent. No. So it's not about being permissive. It's not about letting your kids have their own way. No. It's about finding out who you are, what works for you, and then inviting your children with a whole range of different tools and processes which Conscious Parents, Conscious Kids has to offer. So it's very different. And if I was to say it in one sentence, it would be that it's the energetics of parenting. So it goes beyond the psychology. It goes beyond the behavior management. And if you've tried all of that and it's still not working for you, then this might just be for you.
Yeah. We both had the same mum and dad.
We did, indeed.
Yeah. I can reflect back on how they treated us, and it was a controlling you sit down and you do this and you do that, and not a
Yeah.
supportive role that they had, because that was
Yeah.
the era they went through.
Yeah.
And when I became a parent, I tried not to do that. And I wish that I'd have known about conscious parents, conscious kids at the time, because I did try not to control my children, but to promote them, to guide them in what they wanted. But I found it difficult because I was just doing it the wrong way, I suppose. How would conscious parents, conscious kids have helped our parents to help us?
Well, first of all, I would
Yes, that
I would
nothing is
get you
wrong.
to sorry, Karen.
That it's not wrong what Chris is.
No, none of it's wrong.
No.
Our parents did what they knew how to do.
Yeah, eat your spinach.
Yeah, at the time, that's all they knew.
Yeah.
And what you did and what I did, because I didn't automatically have these tools when I was very young, when I had my first child, and I stumbled my way through it. And a bit like you, I probably went more towards the permissive, because we had a fairly controlling, kind but strict upbringing. And we do what we do with the tools we have, but nobody actually says to you, what do you know about being a parent? Not what information have you got, or what have you picked up from everywhere else, or what have people told you that you've decided must be the right way. So you presume it and then you do it to try and fit in.
Yeah.
This is totally different. It's
controlled
about,
by the outside.
Sorry, Karen, what did you say then?
It's controlled by the outside. You let you control yourself by the outside.
But by outside influences.
Yes.
But doing the classes allow you to actually uncover and discover how and where you are parenting from, and whether that's working for you or not, and what you'd like to let go of and what you'd like to change. And none of it is about judging any of it, because access consciousness is about including everything and judging nothing. So it's not about judging yourself or giving yourself a hard time for what you did do and now you're filled with regret. And we have there are a lot of tools, as you'll know, one of them being the clearing statement, and we can let go of a lot of the stuff. I've got another little someone who wants to say hello.
Hi.
That's the one who likes BTS.
This is not the one that likes BTS. I don't think so.
Oh, no. That's another sister.
So, yeah, I need to talk just for a few minutes, honey, because this is being recorded.
Sure. Is it Sheila?
Sheila? Conscious parents, conscious kids in action.
Yeah. Yes.
Handling the grandparents when you're on a live.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's not about going into the wrongness. It's not wrong that my grandson popped his head in. It's just what it is. It's not about giving yourself a hard time about that. And I was talking about the clearing statement. And if you're listening to this and you don't know anything about access consciousness, if you go to theclearingstatement.com, this is one of the very first tools that you learn when you do a bars class. And this is just one of the magic tools that you can use without delving into the wrongness of you, because it's about, asking some questions, bringing up an energy, and then clearing that energy as if by magic with a whole load of gobbledygook words, which are right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. And that's like a crazy energetic phrase that is like psychic vacuum cleaner, if you like, and it just gets rid of all of the energies that you've hung on to about that particular area of parenting that you've decided is right, that may not necessarily be working for you anymore.
Yeah. We went to a friend's house the other day, and she was very stressed and very anxious, and she was talking about how she's in a constant battle with her child all the time, single parent, and in a constant battle. And I thought then, if she spoke to you, and if she did an intro class or a full class, how different that would be for her, how different it would be for her son, and for them together. Totally.
Yes.
You could see it in her. You could see the stress in her, and she was going on all the time. It's a total battle, and he won't do this, and he hides here, and he won't.
Complaining side.
Yeah. And it's knowing how to not control that, but how to approach that.
Absolutely. And with someone like that, actually, Chris, I'd probably get them get the bars run. I'd probably run their bars. I'd say, go to Chris or Karen and get your bars run. That would be the first place to start, because you don't have to go into the mental gymnastics of what you're doing wrong and how can I fix that. It's not about fixing it.
No.
Because we also realize.
Sorry, Karen.
Because you can sometimes just see if somebody is ready for that or not. To let that go.
I would just ask the question. I would just tell them about what access bars is, and say, this is a very relaxing technique, particularly if you're very stressed out. And when you have a session and you become more relaxed, that can have a great relaxing impact on your child, because you're more relaxed, because they pick up your energy. And the thing is, as we know, it's always a choice, and someone has to choose that.
Exactly,
and she may say, let's give it a go. I'd love to get my bars run. What is all of that? Or she may say no. She may not be ready.
I'm happy doing what I'm doing.
Happy doing what they're doing.
So when is the intro?
The intro class is
if somebody's interested in that, how do they join?
Okay, so the intro class is on the 7th of May.
Okay.
It's because I'm in Australia, by the way. I'm in Perth, Western Australia, and Chris, you're in the UK.
Technology.
And I will be facilitating that class on the 7th of May at 6 p.m. my time, which is 11 a.m. your time.
My time,
It's the 7th of May, a Sunday. Pretty sure it's a Sunday.
It is a Sunday.
So it will be on a Sunday morning for you guys. You'll be able to do a nice quick intro conscious parents, conscious kids class for a couple of hours, and then have your Sunday lunch. Go to the pub. And I'm also going to be coming over to the UK to facilitate a foundation class later in the year, and I'd love to do a deeper dive.
Yes.
And maybe do a 2-day class somewhere.
Conscious parents,
in England,
class.
Europe, somewhere.
Spain.
Spain. We've talked about Spain. Woo! Are there any Spanish people listening to this? We'd love to do Europe, Central, so everyone can come along.
Exactly. We'll promote that.
And maybe when we share this video, we'll post the link to that class. And
the foundation.
This class, the intro class. We'll post the link to the intro class when we share this video with people.
Yes,
conscious parents, conscious kids.
Conscious parents, conscious kids. It's just all about allowing you to go beyond all of the problems that you think you have as a parent.
Yes. But you don't really.
And it's about
think you have.
You think you have, and you don't any longer have to sacrifice yourself to be your parent.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For a few quid.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
it. That's all
So
it
come
takes.
along. That's my invitation to you. Stop
Yeah.
sacrificing yourself. Just, you get happier, your kids get happier. You relax more, your kids relax more.
And it's a Zoom call.
It's a Zoom call. It's
So
it's online.
They need Zoom
and
on the
it's-
laptop or the phone.
Yeah.
The link. There they are. There they go.
Or you can even sign up and get the recording afterwards.
Yes. Okay.
That's also an opportunity
Brilliant.
there.
So they don't
And
have
it's
to be there.
£55, I think, Chris.
Yeah,
Cheap as chips.
I think it's £54.95.
Oh, there we go. £54.95.
Even cheaper,
Cheap
yeah.
as fish and chips in the UK.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Superb.
Thank you.
Look forward to it.
Thank you so
We'll
much.
be there, and I hope many people will be there too.
Yeah,
If you're watching
that's
this,
brilliant.
friends, family, and
Yay!
don't
Come
know,
along.
come along.
And
You'll
it's
love it.
fun. That's the
Okay.
thing. It's not serious.
How long? 2 hours?
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours of fun.
11
Bring
till
your glass
1.
of wine.
Yeah. 11 o'clock in the morning. Glass of wine.
Yeah, glass of wine, 11 o'clock. I'll be fine. It'll be 6
Yeah.
p.m.
Yeah. Send your kids to Sunday school like we used to do.
Yes. Okay,
that's
guys. I'm sorry you
Okay.
can't say goodbye to my assistants, but
How's she gone? She's
thank you
left.
so much for coming on
Okay,
and
no
chatting
problem.
with me.
We'll speak soon.
All right, then.
Take care.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.